tumina nabo bakitegedde. Let's give chance to the other people abatatera kuyitamu naye nga balina ensonga zaabwe to raise. Thank you so much. Ali Kusim, hello. 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 Yes, Ronald, how are you? Kale sebunari je bareko. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Kuya. Sambia ko please. Yabachara. Okay. And what?
You really feel no your face for long time.
Oba kiina enjawulo. Muba munoonya njawulo. Kuta boado. Kogendeko ebweru okola otya? Ronald? Well done. Me and my partner have been in a relationship for 7 years. We have 2 children. We've been moving well, but recently I found out my partner started cheating on me. I discussed with him and he told me that he wants a child outside our marriage. It hurt me even up to now. What should I do?
I'm so sorry about that. It's really sad that you're going through that. Yeah.
Ayagala mwana. Abasajja muzaleke ebweru. Oh, Bambi, sorry about that. The things, the reality, I will not chikola, but you don't want to hear it.
And he has already started cheating, and it's very tricky because this is something out of the lady's control who is asking for the help. So it's out of your control, sincerely, because even if he has already given you the reason, he wants a child outside. So even if you produce for him 12 right now,
do you know what's going on in her mind right now? Okay. He's even going live. And he's protected, but he's going live.
It's sad.
He wants a child.
It's very sad.
God.
Emotionally for her it must be very tough.
Exactly.
Because she feels she has given it all her best for all this time. There should be no reason for him to go out there. And I'm sure she's asking herself, what is it I can do
to stop that?
To stop that. But if he has come out and honestly, publicly to you anyways, and he has confessed this is what he wants to do, it might be hard for you to stop him. You can seek all the help that you see fit. He can get some people who you see he respects, the people he values, who he looks up to, maybe in their relationships or in their marriage, and they get to speak to him. Maybe that could do something. The other thing is, which every woman I advise really you can do, is you pray. You can talk to God to the best of your ability to see if God can intervene and maybe stop it, or maybe give you a heart that will accept it. But most importantly, you need to come to terms with it, because when a man tells you something, it's always that you accept and believe him.
Because he brought it up. He was probably ready to go do it behind your back, then you raised it.
Like, thank God. Now for your own sanity and mental health, accept that that's it, that's what he wants, and respect it as it is. But now you need to see what can you do. Can you handle it beyond that and continue with the relationship, continue with your marriage? Can you handle it? If you can't, what help can you seek to help you better handle it? Because you can speak to people who have even gone through worse, and they tell you how the experience is, and try to understand it from his side. Maybe he wants another breed or something. It's very hard to explain to yourself at the moment. But as a woman, try and think through it.
We want 2 kids. So now all of a sudden you're telling me you want another child. I am ready to give you that child probably, but you still want to get it from from this other person. You start to ask, are my kids, do they have a problem that he wants to experience something new?
Naye, it's not about you. Convince yourself that it's not about you.
And it is not about her.
Yeah, it's not about you, the lady. As a lady, don't beat yourself up, don't cry too much, don't try to change yourself, bleaching this and that, trying to look for who the other woman is. You're going to break yourself down for nothing. You've done your best for a man to be comfortable for all that time, 7 years. That means that there's a lot you are doing great. But whatever he's going through now that has forced him to do that is not about you. So sit down, speak to yourself, speak to whoever you can speak to, but be convinced and accept this as it is and see a way forward to how you can remain mentally sane and healthy and happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arikusim. Hello. Wasuze. Wasuze wallahi. Yes, Patrick. Yes, Patrick. Tugende straight. Wanji? nkomekereza sikuwulidde sikutegedde walayi naye nga mpulidde oyogera ku ssimu oba waliwo yajjeeko essimu oba biki sibitegedde bulungi walayi naye weebale tubuuzaako. Okay, Farida, my man, when you talk about something, shorthand and tawanya. When you talk about something, ayomba. The other thing, whenever you're online, he thinks you have a man you're talking to. Neshidara, he can't understand that there is a time a woman isn't in the mood of having sex. When you say no, he thinks you're keeping it for someone else. I love him, but I think he can't understand me. Those intimate things.
Yeah. About being online, and every time you're online, he thinks you're speaking to a man. You try to understand him from his side. He has an insecurity which only you can address. At least that's within your control. You can give him the confidence that you're not speaking to a man. Number one, give him the assurance. Tell him, no, so I'm not speaking to the person. Kubanga kati you're working for your relationship toyagala miggo oli ayinza okujja nga buli lunaku akuba bukubirwa kuba oli ku ssimu oyinza omulagako olaba sirina any man and that in so doing you could boost his confidence that it's not always that you're actually speaking with a man. That means there's something underlying which he hasn't addressed yet. That's why we need external help, that they dig to the root of why is he acting like this. Could it be because of him, what he's doing? Every time he's online, he actually is speaking to somebody else, that it has started affecting what he thinks you're doing online. That could be something. But you need external help, and also you need to give him, you keep assuring him every time, keep reassuring him that you're not. Then for the one in bed about sex, it's very interesting that even if we technically become one at marriage, in that area we may not always want at the same time, as if we are robots. And it's okay.
There's a big problem in many homes.
Very true.
Yeah. To do everything together but that.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the reasons people go out to find partners. I don't know that they're looking for a spark, looking for a new experience, or nenga chine chamunni amwagala nenga that department here.
Whatever way we need help, because most of us, we need to get to the root cause, which in a home, let me tell you, marriage, sibya mere, sibya ndabika, sibya chi, the bedroom is the key. place where we actually can make our marriages work, because it's the place where we openly open our hearts to each other. So if that area is not okay, just know that that's a brewing place for a lot of conflict to come soon. Encho jamuwachaya jikuyire maaso nga tomanyi kivuddewa naye kivudde ku kiri. Kati it's okay, accept that it's not always that you'll want at the same time, but respect the other person for their wants and needs. And because you love them, try to address them as much as you can. If someone sees that you're putting effort, let me give an example. Your man, which is most times likely that the men want sex more than the women, but it's not always 100%. Some women, you find the relationship, the woman wants more sex than the man. But if the man wants 3 times in a day, I'm giving an example, 3 times in a day, and you're off totally emotionally, some of it is biological, because women, in our minds, we are occupied with so many things compared to the men. There are men, once they are tensed up, they are fearful, they are anxious about anything, all he wants is to sleep with a woman, and he comes down and he relaxes a bit. For the woman, you're thinking of housework, you're thinking of mopping, you're thinking of this and that, so it's not immediately on your mind. Can you give yourself a chance? Do you know yourself to that level of maturity that actually if I give him a chance, I could actually enjoy it in due time? There are times you'll begin and you have no clue what you're doing, but by the time it's end, you're like, I thank God this man insisted. So it is very good to know yourself, also to know your partner, and to be sympathetic and step in their shoes. How would you feel if 3/4 of the time you actually wanted to sleep with your husband, he said no? It would be devastating. You'd feel very bad and most times angry. So you need to step in their shoes too, and then also communicate all these things. You're like, you know what, I would love us to have it, but maybe I'm still doing ABCD, can we do that later? Or I would love to have it, but my mood head to toe is totally off. Is there anything you can do? Because your man knows you, he knows how best to do so many things that will bring you into the place that he wants you to be at. But if you communicate, try to communicate rather than immediately put it up front that I don't want, this is it, I am off and I'm out of bounds. You're going to push him into doing things that he may never have done otherwise. So it's very important that you communicate with him and try to be as open as possible. It's okay. It's okay. It's possible, and you can work through it with a lot of help and consistency. It's consistency and communication.
Hello? Hello? Wanji, tukwaniriza. Kwasiza bulungi wasiza otya ssebo. Yes, sebo. Washi. Kyakutuuka I get out of experience. I think it's two-way. Waliwo n'abakyala bajja okugamba bannaye bandaga omukwano naye bwe natuuka bwe nteeka simanyi mukwano gye gwalaga.
Now it's a bit of a misconception that we have, because bobanga mwakatandika wali
nga bakwana bukwanyi
mubate mwebanyi na bulungi kati nkulaga kyenjagala olabe naye kati bwe ndi mu makaago era nkulagira ddala buli kimu